Let me tell you why I woke up at 6 in the morning to go to Connecticut. I find that when life presents us with changes, we tend to look for something that brings us peace. Often it's something familiar, and for me, that something is nature. I wasted no time, got some coffee, headed straight to the train where I actually got lost trying to find the track with Celeste. With the train here, we found us some nice seats, and look at how beautiful this train is. The Metro North is such a great place to be. Anyway, sitting our stuff down, Celeste began her very questionable cleaning ritual.
People have germs. Stay safe, please.
Can you see how clean these seats are?
Stay safe.
Compare this to your train from Queens.
But look, there's a little bit. See that right there? All on the seats. All on the seats. Germs, Ebola, Corona. It's important to be clean. So
I thought it was unnecessary, but let me know who you think was right. With the train moving, that's when the excitement started, as well as the journey to Connecticut. The outside became less industrial and more suburban. Something about the way these two environments contrast each other is really captivating, but this would eventually be cut off when tragedy struck.
We are lost. And yeah.
They left us at the wrong stop. I lied. We just missed our stop.
You build a house, but for just good money.
Okay.
If you're paying me, like, I would say like 3K.
You think you could be a construction worker?
Yes, I'm that creative. Give me a couple of tools. What's it called? A hammer and a wrench.
Despite the setback, our spirits were up. We weren't where we needed to be, but we were somewhere else. We were in the great state of Connecticut. And it's really different out here. Like, you need a car. It sounds like I should have really done my research, but I didn't. I thought it would be more interesting that way. But yeah, you need like a car to drive around here. Like, it's not walkable at all. This train station was really barren too. It's like, I don't know how anyone would go here. It's in the middle of nowhere. Looked kind of cool though. It had like some nice architecture. I like the way that the snow really fell on it. Yeah, we made our way to the other side of the track because now we had to wait a very unfortunate amount of time for the next train. And that would take like 20-30 minutes. You're like Celeste at 30. You gonna push me in the tracks?
Okay, so we wait.
This is making for quite the story. Recording now.
It's cold. The weather. So sad. Commercial break.
If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe and share to your friends.
you're back.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
There is hope. Oh my god. It's in the distance. Yes, sir. Oh my god, that's out of focus.
Yay!
Jesus.
Yay.
Jesus Christ, that's out of focus.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. I hope this train conductor gets rich and he has 1 million children. He deserves the best. Damn, he's not stopping. The disappointment, the discontent, the anger, the number of emotions felt at this point in the journey was obscene. We waited for so long, it was so cold, and we had no idea when the train was coming. And what we thought was our salvation was a farce. It was false, and we were back to square one. Yeah, I don't think this one is the one that's stopping, because he says 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's not.
Man, you better calm your happy self down.
Everybody wants you anyways.
Thankfully, a nice man let us know the time of the next train. So, when this one tried to finesse us, we were unfazed, and we continued on patiently waiting. The train is here. And eventually it finally happened. We were home free, and we were back on track to get to where we needed to go. We finessed it. We did not pay for this. Always pay your train fare. And so we made it. We finally got off the train. Our one stop was over. The adventure was ready to finally begin. We made it.
Yes, we made it.
There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope. God,
Yeah, record that shit.
there is hope. Oh no. Oh, there we go. We made it. After trial and error. What have you learned?
There's hope.
There is hope. And hope there was. This was proof of it. It was part of what we looked for, nature. But this was just a piece of nature. With all these houses around it, bits of road, cars, and a freeway looming above it. It wasn't a full experience of nature, but a piece. So, we continued onward. I was really into the scenery here. It was so calm, really quiet, nobody was outside. These people had driveways, the snow was everywhere. It was awesome, I was really into it. Finally made it. The suburbs. We had been out for a really long time already, so we stopped to get some food because we knew we had a big day ahead of us. And I tell you, we were chatting it up in there. We were there for like a good hour, chatting away. Look at the camera.
My mood after eating.
You're a grumpy old lady.
I'm not a grumpy old lady.
She most definitely is a grumpy old lady. But We had no time for that. The adventure had begun again, and we were back on the road. Was good, vlog.
Yeah.
We're visiting my house in the making.
Look, that's cool.
This is actually. And look at that big old house. We made it.
You did make it.
We finally made it. Our destination was finally here. Nature. Cos Cob Park. Isn't the sight and sound of that water just so soothing? That silence. So quiet, all you hear is the wind, and sounds of animals so small they can't be seen. Something about it is serene. I'm mad, this is at 11%. Yeah, so my camera was about to die. This prompted me to start knocking on people's door. I was about to give up, rightfully so, until this family actually did let me use it. And they were really kind. They offered us water, hot hand warmers. They even wanted to let us come inside. In other words, we were back in business. And this is what we came here to do. Explore nature. So I present to you the unedited photos of my adventures in Cos Cob Park. It was a great experience. I felt very grounded in reality. Life moves so fast, it's easy to get overwhelmed and lose your way. And I felt like I was heading down that path, but being around nothing but trees and snow helped bring me back to reality. I'm also glad I didn't do this alone. Being with Celeste made this experience so much better. To be able to connect with another human being and just conversate was exciting. Given the circumstances of being in the woods, there was nothing to talk about at times, but it didn't feel quiet or awkward. In fact, I felt more connected and heard. And I loved to get to share my love of nature with someone. The scenery, too, was incredibly beautiful. Unfortunately, my camera did die, so the rest of the photos and videos were shot on my phone. But it really didn't take away from the adventure. I still had a blast, but I will say my feet felt terrible. It was ridiculously cold. My hands, my face, everything was numb. So it was about time to go home. We made it out the woods. How your feet feel?
I feel great,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it was a nice journey. It was a journey with little to no destination. So it was pretty nice.
It was all about the journey, and
Not the destination. The destination is just a vibe.
don't do drugs. It was just the two of us on this 2-mile stretch of road. It was really cool. The sun was setting, the snow was all around us, the trees, and it was really just a moment to appreciate how awesome this experience had been. And it's really something that I feel like more people should end up doing and experiencing.
Hold up. Look at this freaking piece of ice.
Spending time in nature really helps bring me closer to life in general. I feel more comfortable and willing to connect with different things and people. It's a sense of calmness that really fosters a deeper part of me. And whether it's going to the beach or the park, I hope you decide to connect more with nature so that you could see similar benefits in your life. Back in civilization, I made friends with a duck named Pedro, and look at how cold it is. This is water turned to ice. That's ridiculous.
Dominoes for the second time.
We were so hungry. And it was getting late. We were just honestly exhausted. We were ready to get out of there and go home.
Getting now, life done dropped a lot of weight on me. A lot of weight on me. Don't you hate on me. So
I think she was tired of me, y'all. But anyways, that was pretty much the end of it. We finally made it to the train and it was go time. We had to wait like 10 minutes, which felt like forever, but it was what it was, man. I will say, the Metro North train stations are pretty fancy. Like, you have to wait forever, but they look pretty nice, especially at nighttime.
that's Amtrak.
But stop playing. You already know we were feasting on that train. Oh my goodness. We had us a little recap and we rated the journey a 10 out of 10. And then I'll tell you, we knocked out. It was like maybe an hour on the train. Felt like 15 minutes. Put some Drake on. We were good to go. With the train ride over, we came full circle. I'll say, I was super tired, but I would love to do this again. And I'd love to explore different places. I'm super curious about what's out there, and I'm going to see it for myself. All in all, the point of this video was to show you that nature helps develop connections within yourself, as well as relationships with others. And I feel like that's something that's lacking in a lot of people's lives. Just simple and honest connection. I'm hopeful to see these things change for the better. But another thing today makes me think about is how deforestation and habitat destruction makes trips like mine harder to come by. We're having less and less nature in this world, so I want to appreciate all the experiences of it that I'm able to get. Because some of these places might not exist in a few years, and ultimately, that's wrong. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments section. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share to anyone you hope would enjoy this message.